Cool. So everybody's asking me, what do I think about the whole Molly May situation? I think it's died down now a little bit, but everybody keeps asking me, so I thought I'd make a quick video on it. So basically, if you don't know what happened, you've probably been living under a bus, especially if you're on this YouTube video. I'm just gonna explain briefly. Molly May, was she on Love Island or something? Look, I'll be real, I'm not really into those things, but I think she was on Love Island and whatnot. I don't know if she wore it. I know she's with Tommy Fury's she's with the Fury family. Yeah, that's her boyfriend. And then she also got to deal with Pretty Little Thing, I believe. Again, correct me if I'm wrong. But anyway, she went on the Stephen Bartlett podcast. Recommend you watch that podcast. Great podcast. That podcast is sitting number one. It's always number one. And I always end up number two because he's clear though. Stephen Bartlett's clear. If you don't know who Stephen Bartlett is, he's like Joe Rogan of the UK. Trust me, he's clear. Ah man, it's going to be very difficult for me to pass him on number one. But anyway, yeah, she went on that podcast and then she went paraphrasing. She was just like,
given one life and it's down to you what you do with it. Like, you can literally go in any direction. And when I've spoken about that before in the past, I have been slammed a little bit with people saying, like, it's easy for you to say that, you've grown up and you've not grown up in poverty, you've not grown up, with major money struggles. So for you to sit there and say that we all have the same 24 hours in a day is not correct. And I'm like, but technically what I'm saying is correct. We do. So I understand that obviously we all have different backgrounds and we're all raised in different ways and we do have different financial situations. But I think if you want something enough, you can achieve it. And it just depends to what lengths you want to go to get where you want to be in the future. And I'll go to any lengths.
Everybody's got the same 24 hours. If I can do it, you can do it too. And everyone was like, that's so insensitive. Well, the reaction from the UK mainly was, that's so insensitive. Not everybody's got the same 24 hours. Some people have less to work with, and people saying that it's insensitive, especially coming from her because she grew up in a privileged background.
That we all have the same 24 hours. I just don't. But I think because I come from a mixed race background and I can see sort of different perspectives, I don't have that view. Social inequality is a huge thing, whether it's race, gender, sexual orientation, anything like that. To say that we all have a level playing field is very damaging. I know that I'm a very lucky human being. I fell into Love Island because I'm deemed
whatnot. If you don't know, just literally type in Molly May on Twitter and you'll see the backlash that she got. In fact, she had to come out and make a public apology, fam. It's kind of fucked up. But anyway, my opinion on it, and I might put some sort of video here that she put, or I'm going to put some pictures of like some of the things that people are saying. But my opinion on it, listen, I get people, what's it called it? Let me just say, my opinion, I can't lie, I fully agree with what Molly May's saying. Fully agree. Everybody's got the same 24 hours in the day, man. I don't really know what you're complaining for. Obviously, I don't really know what you're complaining for. I'll be very real with you, man. Everyone's got the same 24 hours. There's nothing new under the sun. There is a story of somebody, and people are like using the excuse, imagine doing uni and full-time work, or imagine being on benefits and you've got all these and all these different scenarios, and like every single different scenario that you can say, somebody has been in that scenario and has risen from it and made it to the top. There's not a single scenario that you can give that somebody has not been in and they've been able to make the most of it. There's nothing new under the sun. And for me, everything is your fault anyway. Was it your fault that you decided to go to uni and do a job? Was it of course, there's a few things which aren't your fault, but the things that you're in, make sure you can control them. Like, you picked that job, you picked that career path, you decided to do this, or you decided to be that, and whatnot. In most circumstances, most things are your fault. And the things which aren't your problem, don't worry about them, but try and control the things which are your fault. You can get a higher earning job, that you can try and do a side hustle, that you can try and learn something new. Some people are saying that they're live alone. Like, why? And I don't know, man. But look, I completely agree. And I get it. She did come from a more, you know, better background and whatnot. Maybe she had it easier growing up, but that doesn't, you can't take that away from the fact that she worked fucking hard. And you know, that brings me on to something else. Certain people are saying she got lucky. Cool. Do you know that Love Island has 100,000 applicants? How many people get onto Love Island? 37. That means you have a 0.37% chance of getting onto Love Island. You've got a better chance of getting into Oxford or Cambridge or Harvard than Love Island to get to where she is. And is it her fault that she came up? She was easier background. Are we not all working hard so that when we have children, they can have it? They don't have to do certain things that we had to do growing up. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, why are you complaining for? Like, bro, I'd love to have grown up the way Molly May did. What the fuck, fam? And I fucking love her mentality, because what she did is she made the best of her situation that it is. Look, man, look, let's even change subject. That you need to take advantage of your unfair advantages. Everybody in life has an unfair advantage, no matter what it is. The easiest way I can explain it is, if you're a girl and you're pretty, there's something called pretty privilege. I don't think I need to explain what that is. That's an unfair advantage, and in my opinion, you should use it. Anybody that tells you not to use your unfair advantage to get up in life, tell them to fuck right off. There's an unfair advantage for women, there's unfair advantages for men, and we could go on and on and on and on and on. Unfair advantages for white people, black people. It could be that your age, it could be your profession, it could be anything, culture. If your age, whatever it might be, your religion, whatever, everybody has an unfair advantage, and you should be using that to the fullest, man. Fullest. I personally used to be like, blah blah blah. I used to personally be like, oh, blah blah blah. Why is so and so like this and so like that? They get to do this, but I've reached the point that, like, man, like, congrats to you, man, if you use your unfair advantage. If people are trying to complain, saying Molly May, she got on Love Island, that's how she was able to get big. Did she not work hard to get onto Love Island? You know, they don't just pick anybody. Like, I heard it's quite a strict. I bet it's harder to get on. I bet it's harder to get into Cambridge Uni. Nah. But the odds of getting into Love Island are probably higher than Cambridge Uni, because the amount of people that apply, and they only pick like a handful of people. And again, if it's not Love Island, don't get at me. I don't care about reality TV. I don't give a fuck, man. If it's not Love Island, some other show, and if it's some other show, I don't care. And whatnot, bro. This better be recording, because I'm not recording it again. But yeah, man, stop having this. In my opinion, anyone who's complaining needs to stop having a scarcity mindset. Have an abundance mindset. Make the most of whatever situation you have, man. Make the most of. I just wanted to add, this guy said it's all about networking and connections. The vast majority of the super wealthy did not come from poverty. They just got very, very, very lucky. Again, I think that's cap, because a good majority of millionaires are self-made. Whatever situation you have, and trust me, man, like me, man, I want to collaborate with Molly May, because she's got these unfair advantages, bro. I want to go collaborate. Listen, all the big people are collaborating. Everybody at the bottom is bickering and fighting and bringing each other down, but people up the top are all collaborating. Pretty Little Thing wanted to collaborate with Molly May. Do you know what I'm saying? And if it's not Pretty Little Thing, man, I don't care. I'm not into women's fashion. If it's not Pretty Little Thing or whoever did the deal, cool, bam. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck, man. Yeah, man. Yo, look, everybody's got a sad story. Nobody cares. Work hard. Black Bezos out.